Jessica Alba used to be a mainstay in Hollywood, but then all of a sudden she disappeared and hasn't acted in much since. These are the reasons that Hollywood won't cast Jessica Alba anymore. First up, racial ambiguity. These days, being diverse in Hollywood is a positive, and most studios are looking to diversify their casting choices. But in the case of Jessica Alba, her ambiguous ethnicity hurt her casting prospects.
In a Mexican-American family, and they really feel like girls' hair should be long.
She wasn't considered Caucasian enough to play white roles or Hispanic enough to play Latina roles.
And then when I did start, getting a lot of roles and auditioning, they couldn't figure out my ethnicity.
If you're enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. We need you here. I almost feel bad making this video, but heck with it. Let's go. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 29-year veteran of the comic book industry. Before we get started, if you would do me a favor, if you're new around here, please subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications. We really need you here. If you're a regular, then just please do what you always do, because you're so good to me in this channel. Click that like button, share this video, and comment. Always leave me comments. I read every single one of those comments and try to interact with you as much as possible. We're still shadow banned by YouTube and hidden from unsubscribed viewers, so only you can help me on my march towards 150,000 subscribers. We're getting there. We're almost there. All right, on with the video. Jessica Alba, remember her? Like, she was a big star, right? She was like, was she a big star? I don't know, but she was everywhere. She was a cutie pie, too. She was in all these great movies. Were they great? Turns out, like, none of them were great. Maybe I have all these shadow memories of Jessica Alba, and, like, none of her movies were very good, really. Except for, like, Sin City. She was great in Sin City, but, I mean, that was a big ensemble cast. Yeah, it turns out that Jessica Alba is gone. Where are her fans? Where is the Jessica Alba core? Where are these people? Why aren't people protesting and demanding that she get more work and be in films? Well, I don't know. Maybe she got her PR agent involved in all of this. Here she is, Jessica Alba on diversity. Jessica Alba on diversity in MCU movies since the 2000s. All right, so she's been doing a bunch of interviews trying to get back out there again. She is not working very much. If you look at her IMDb page, she had kind of a Netflix TV show for a year called LA's Finest. I never even saw it or really heard of it until I actually went looking for what she's up to. She's doing a bunch of kind of indie movies and stuff. And I'm sure at this point in her life, she still looks great. She's looking backwards on her career, and she's saying, hey, what happened? Why not me? Why aren't I in movies anymore? I think that there is some intrinsic resentment going on, because Jessica Alba is look at her quote right here, okay? In a recent interview with Glamour magazine, Alba opened up about the MCU's lack of diversity. Lack of diversity. Oh my God. Oh, are you kidding me? Like, that's all they care about. That is all these people care about. They are obsessed with diversity and inclusion and equity. It's absolutely ridiculous. That is a constant, non-stop drumbeat. Alba, who is Mexican-American. We want to make that clear. We want to make it very clear that in our push, right, Jessica? Jessica, in our push to remove white people from movies, from Marvel movies, and in fact all movies, you would be entitled to step in and replace some of these woke white women like Brie Larson. Look, here's another white woman here. You would be able to replace them because you are a Mexican American. So we want to make that clear. You are entitled to diversity. You are entitled to diversity bucks. You are definitely higher up on the victimhood pyramid than somebody like Brie Larson, who is simply, I mean, my goodness, like she's a woman, but she's Caucasian. Ooh, Caucasian, gross. All right, hold on a second. She spoke about diversity in Hollywood and specifically mentioned Marvel Studios in the MCU. That's where the money is, folks. That's where the big bucks are. Alba points out that she was one of the first major diverse superheroes. And that was before Marvel was purchased by Disney. Okay, you were playing a white lady, though. That's why they made you dye your hair blonde. You realize that. Like, Sue Storm is Caucasian, and they just went, you have a pretty face. We're not actually sure we're not actually sure what your ethnic background is. So dye your hair blonde and we'll let you play Sue Storm because we think you have kind of a name and a following building up here. Here's her quote. Even if you look at the Marvel movies, that's the biggest driver of fantasy. That's where the cash is. That's where careers are built right now and careers are maintained. What's happening right now in entertainment, because it's sort of the family thing. It's still quite Caucasian. Caucasian. White people. I would say I was one of the few back in the day. And it was before Marvel was sold to Disney, but it's still quite more of the same. Reminder, Jessica Alba still exists. She is not actually technically Caucasian, although she has played Caucasian in a superhero movie. She is anxious to point out to you that she is Mexican American. It's not really working out for her in movies right now or TV or Netflix. She is looking for that big sugar mama role. What can we do? Where can we put Jessica Alba? What role can we put Jessica Alba in the MCU that will accentuate her Mexican American heritage and let her take advantage of Marvel's current reliance on ESG funding? What can we do, folks? I don't know. Alba does have a point, as it took 10 years from... Ew, look at this finger. Ugh. All right. As it took Marvel Studios 10 years to make Black Panther. Well, to be fair, like, Black Panther is a rather obscure Marvel character. I mean, to be fair, Marvel doesn't even have a Fantastic Four movie yet. Fantastic Four is the book in which Black Panther premiered something like 4 or 5 years into its comic book run. We don't even have Fantastic Four yet. They can't even get that right. They did manage to nail Black Panther. Hooray. Or Captain Marvel solo film. Captain Marvel should not be a movie at all. Captain Marvel is a disgrace. Captain Marvel is a character that only exists so that Marvel Comics can claim the trademark over the word, the phrase, the name Captain Marvel. Otherwise, DC Comics would be entitled to it with their Shazam. And by the way, DC Comics should actually have Captain Marvel, because Shazam is a much more important superhero. Captain Marvel Shazam, much more important superhero than the one that Brie Larson portrays as fake female Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers or Carl Manvers. Anyway, it's not like, oh my gosh, at long last a Captain Marvel solo film. Please, it's ridiculous. It was entirely done so that Marvel Comics can say, look, we're woke, and also we're protecting our trademark from DC Comics. We just won a big legal battle against them for the use of Captain Marvel. So, all right. Anyway, both films eventually went on to gross $1 billion each. Yeah, these Marvel movies. Hey, Jessica, these Marvel movies just squat and excrete billions of dollars. I mean, that's all this. It doesn't even matter what it is anymore. It could be anything. It could be Shang-Chi. It could be Moon Knight. It could be the Eternals. Look at this. Look at all these other characters that maybe you could get a piece of here. We've got Shang-Chi, America Chavez. America Chavez is 100% garbage. If they made a movie about America Chavez, $1 billion. Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, it's on TV right now. If they did put her in the movies, $1 billion. The Eternals, well, maybe not the Eternals. Moon Knight, Monica Rambeau, Ironheart. Are you kidding me? If you put Ironheart in the movies, you stupid. Oh, Ironheart becomes a movie, $1 billion. Echo, all of these guys. Sam Wilson is going to be Captain America, $1 billion. It doesn't even matter. The MCU, of course, you know this, Jessica Alba. The MCU has completely won over the American public, and at this point, they can just do whatever they want. They can ruin Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's creations, Steve Ditko's creations, and $1 billion over and over and over again. It's worth noting that both 20th Century Fox Fantastic Four films did try to diversify the cast. Alba was a Mexican-American cast as a what? Traditional Caucasian character. She was race-swapped Caucasian. Ew, disgusting. Oh my God, what a disaster. We have to remedy that right away. Although the film still played her as Caucasian. 2015 film cast Michael B. Jordan. They tried it a different way. They cast Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. I went to see that movie in the drive-in. Had a good time, even though the movie was absolute garbage. All right, yeah, it's horrible. Wanted a black actress to play Sue Storm. Darn it, they didn't go to Jessica Alba to see if she could do that. She's a capable actress, but maybe not that. Maybe that would have been a reach for her. Anyway, that's what this is. That's what this is, Jessica Alba. You are an interesting case study in diversity in movies. You were a victim of it for some reason. Shouldn't be. It's just that you're, I don't know. You look white, my young lady, and therefore that's what seems to have ruined your career and made it so that you cannot act in 2022 in any of these big budget films, and that's why it's so weird to see you celebrating diversity. You have been a victim of the fact that even though you are Mexican American, they do not see that in your pretty little face here. They don't see you as Mexican American. You don't look Mexican American. You don't read as Mexican American on the screen, and therefore you, a legitimate Mexican American, do not get to work in Hollywood. If I were you, I'd be angry in a different way. But that's just me. Thanks, everyone. Let me know what you think of this video. Leave me comments, like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. And also, back CyberFrog 2, Rag Planet. Every single day, if you just look up, here's what to do. Just look up the word MCU, Marvel, Disney, and then diversity. Just do a Google search. You'll find an article of some actor or actress bemoaning, talking about diversity, trying to catch the attention of these big studios. It is unreal and probably unhealthy. All right, everyone, take care. Hello, Indiegogo backers. CyberFrog 2 Wreck Planet Second Chance campaign is live on Indiegogo right now, just in time to join the fight for independent comics. We need your support. Back it today. Links in the description below. The All Caps Comics eBay store is live for all of your non-soy comic book needs. Whether it's CyberFrog, Starblades, or Rainbow the Brute, ask for it in all caps. Check out the link in the description below. Hey, come follow me on Twitter, @EthanVanSkyver.